Guys, it's finally time. You'll see. Finally gonna get this bad boy installed into the car. This is the Snabb front mount intercooler, and I have all the piping to go with it as well. It's supposed to be like a 68-hour job, but we'll see if we can get it done sooner than that. So thankfully, it comes with step-by-step directions with pictures. That way people like me don't get lost. I can take things out, put things back in, but when it's like an install of something completely new, it's always nice to have some directions to follow along to. So before starting this project, you're supposed to unplug the negative battery terminal, jack the front of your car up for when you do have to, I'm going to assume the intercooler is going to drop down from the bottom. And it said remove the hood liner, because when the upper charge pipe is installed, I guess there's a chance it could rub, but I took mine out in a video earlier, so we're gonna get all that done, get started, and see how long this takes. The first three things we're gonna get off are the front bumper, this black piece above the front bumper, and then get the headlights off as well. We got it finally removed. It was a pain in the butt and it looks like a mess. But now we're moving on to installing the bolts to move the condenser closer to the radiator, and we'll get the new Snabb intercooler installed. So a few updates. I haven't been recording because my camera battery died, so I've been charging it. And we ran into a few problems. The first being my shade went away, which is why I have this canopy now. Keep me nice and cool. The second was I have supposed to be 5 silicone connectors in the kit if you don't need the V-band adapter. So when I looked in the kit, I thought I had everything because there was 5, the directions said 5. But I was actually missing the 2.5-inch hump, the 2.5-inch hump coupler. So my brother actually came here. We started looking in the garage, and we found one. You probably, yeah, you can see it right there. This one is a 45, it's supposed to be straight, but it's a 45 from an old Ford intercooler that we found, and it actually fits until I can go get another one from Snabb because my kit didn't come with one. So I was actually really happy I found that. It worked out. That way I can actually drive my car in the meantime until I do get another one, but it's coming along pretty well. So you can see, I just need to work on getting the brackets installed so the intercooler is secured in there. There are directions. I've been following them very poorly and kind of just doing my own thing. which is pretty much following the directions, just not exactly following them. But it's looking good. I can't wait to get the rest of the car put together. We got the intercooler installed on the brackets and everything, so it's good to go. We can finally start reassembling the car. I've made a mess of myself. Actually, now I know why my bumper is so messed up. If you can see, it's pushed in right here, and now the shade dented in right here, and also pushed in on this side. So whoever had it before me crashed it, and it was never reported that it wasn't an accident. But this whole piece is removable. I can get a new one in the future, so it's nothing I'm worried about.
Don't make fun.
Oh,
It's
new tattoo.
wet.
Now all I have left is reassembly, trying to figure out which harnesses connect to what. Hopefully this part goes by pretty fast because I am tired, and then we'll try it out. This video's been jumping around a ton just because I've really wanted to get this done and haven't really... It's been difficult to record and do it on my own without, you know, anyone's help, but put together. Looks good. Have not started it up yet. We'll do that as soon as I get it off the jacks. I didn't try to start it, but I just remembered I have to plug the battery terminal back in, or it won't start. So everything's reset and I gotta fix on my car because the battery terminal is unplugged, but we're gonna go get some fuel, take it for a ride, and see how it feels, if we can feel an immediate difference before I go get it tuned. I do have my meth injection off just because it's empty and I haven't been able to mix more to put in. I can't say anything, I don't know how it feels. We'll get on it and see. So the install time was 6 to 8 hours, and me was towards more the 8-hour mark just because I had to find a different coupling to use because the kit didn't have the one I needed. So that took a little over an hour. Plus I had to stop and check in for a flight.
I almost fucking dropped it on my face.
I definitely feel it. It feels nice. I like it. And that's not without the meth injection too, and it was feeling good. I like it. Very nice. So the car is running nicely. I have not eaten a single thing all day, so Bree wanted to go to Olive Garden, which in my opinion is like Italian fast food. Next up, we'll get the car tuned. Actually, I I forgot to do the knock sensor while doing this, just because that's another thing I didn't want to deal with. So we have to put in the knock sensor and the CBV valve, and then we'll go get it tuned, which will be in a couple weeks. So stay tuned for that. I appreciate all of you for watching. If you enjoyed and want to see more Volvo content, you want to see me put more power into this car, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Thank you everybody for watching.